Hey everyone, my name is Gubby, and in today's video, we are going to be looking at unsettling types of content in the Minecraft community known as Monster School. Throughout the years, Monster School has been heavily trending on YouTube, and it's not for a good reason. But before we go any further, we have to go all the way back to the early stages of Monster School. To get an understanding of where this content even came from, we have to go all the way back to 2012. Monster School was originally created and founded by an animation channel known as Willcraft Animations. Willcraft uploaded the first known Monster School video on December 11th, 2012. The video consists of Herobrine teaching the mobs how to be hostile. It was definitely a basic concept at the time, but you gotta take into the fact that Minecraft was only 3 years old at the time, and Minecraft related videos weren't really anything special. Willcraft was creating videos that were never seen before, and that's what allowed this type of videos to grow in massive popularity. As time went by, Willcraft would continue making Monster School videos until March of 2015, in which the last video titled Bus Trip would be uploaded. At this moment, no one knew that the original Monster School series was officially over, but as we look through the most popular comments on his last video, a ton of supporters and fans are reminiscing about it. I'm glad I grew up with Willcraft Animations and not the other cringy Monster School. Yeah, so this is where it ended. This Monster School is the only Monster School that matters for me. Not only because it's original, these episodes are really worth watching. They are clever, funny, and addictive in a good way. Everything is done perfectly with the lesson topics, monsters and their personalities, and many references to their characters. Basically, I just wanted to thank you for this. If you will ever consider bringing it back, know that it will be worth it. If you remember these videos, you deserve a veteran's discount. I miss this Monster School. The other ones people are making aren't as good as this, in my opinion. At this point, it was deemed that the Monster School era was over. This became official in June 2021 when Will uploaded a video titled, "And I'm quitting YouTube," to which he explained the entire situation. To summarize, he stated that the Monster School videos weren't ever meant to last. Instead, it was always intended to be a practice project for his animations, and that it was just filler content. Creating those videos were also a way to help learn and improve on his animation skills. Surprisingly, he even stated this in one of his older videos. Prior to Monster School, Willcraft had a series named Minecraft Adventures. Parts 6 to 10 are still up in his channel, however the first 5 have been unlisted. Thankfully though, they have been archived. As we look through the comments in his first video of the series, we can see one of his older responses to a question about his animations. Isn't this one of the older Minecraft animations that went well? Voice acting or not, I like the series. No, this one went horribly. That's why I made Monster School. I was hoping that it would offer great mass appeal and attract more activity to the channel so that this series could get more popular. Okay, old me, 2 things you did not account for. Intentionally making something for mass appeal is to sell your soul. Just because one thing on your channel is popular doesn't mean the other thing is. If anything, people might demand you stop with the less popular thing in order to focus on the more popular thing. Granted, Adventures has gotten an impressive audience, so I guess it sort of worked out. I just wish that it was better. I'm trying to make it better with each episode, but the first ones are just so embarrassing. Going back to his quitting YouTube video, Will also noted that he simply lost passion for making those types of videos and that there was no point in continuing. With that being said, this led other YouTubers to make similar style videos to his. The great part about this is that many fans actually encourage these type of videos. Sure, you can argue that Will probably had the better animations and just overall better videos, but that didn't mean that others couldn't make their own version. There was clearly a demand for these types of videos. Will was even questioned about his clones or people who just made similar content to him. He responded by saying that he didn't care too much about them. He'll still be remembered as the original Monster School animator. The only part that annoyed him was that he wasn't making any money off of those other creators' videos. With that being said, this led many of them to simply just make their own versions. In general, most of them were pretty tame and normal, but then there were others that took it a bit too far. Starting around early 2020, searching up Monster School on YouTube led you down a rabbit hole of the most questionable content on the platform. That's not an exaggeration, by the way. I mean, can someone genuinely explain this? Or this? Or even this? These videos are supposedly for children, but why are these types of videos receiving the most attention? I've also noticed that there's a whole ton of different subgenres of videos being created. For example, there's the babysitter genre. There's also the pregnant challenge, because why wouldn't that be a thing? There's even monster school sex education videos, because why wouldn't a kid want to learn about sex education through a Minecraft video? And there's one even called the love curse, which is basically just characters falling in love with each other, and the mobs themselves even get some love. That includes animals as well, so can't forget about them. I want to discuss about the love curse videos just a bit more, because I truly couldn't believe what I was witnessing when I first watched them. This specific channel called Mindfishcraft caught my attention, and it was for a horrible reason. First off, the thumbnails. The creator of the channel didn't even try to hide how disturbing it was. In pretty much every thumbnail, Minecraft Steve is held hostage. And the videos themselves are also unpredictable. In this one, the thumbnail shows Steve chained up to a bed in extreme pain. But in the video, none of this happens. Instead, Steve and the mermaid fall in love, but he isn't being forced to do anything. The same can't be said about this one, however, as he's forced against his will to perform certain actions with the other character multiple times. So what's the deal with this? Even though some videos don't show graphic material, the creators know that if they have a controversial thumbnail, it's gonna get people's attention and people are gonna be talking about it. Kinda what I'm doing right now, but it's for a good reason. I don't necessarily believe what they're doing is okay. Clickbait is already an issue itself, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's the main one in the situation. I'm concerned that it shows such vulgar scenes on display for kids. This isn't just a one channel issue either. Hundreds and thousands of same tactics are being used onto other videos that deal with different situations. But even with all that being said, I don't believe that those videos are the worst type of monster school videos. Believe it or not, while scrolling and looking through hundreds of videos, I stumbled upon something known as prison escape. And I didn't even need to watch the video to know how truly bad they are. It's so vile and messed up that I'll have to blur out some of the thumbnails due to the imagery. Snippets of the video will be shown, but to give you guys some context, themes such as gore, mutilation, torture, and are present in these videos. I've also noticed that some of these channels aren't active anymore, but their videos are still being showcased and garnering hundreds and thousands of views, and even sometimes millions of views. To give a few examples, Crafted Things, the Lindbergh Family, and Mindpaw are a couple of channels that all fall under this category. And while I can continue on and talk about even more channels, I want to show you guys the most irritating and confusing type of monster school videos. Let's look at the YouTube shorts. Okay, so everyone has their own opinion on YouTube shorts in general. Some hate it and some despise them. But if there's anything we can agree on, it's that they can easily gain a ton of traffic and views. Earlier this year in February, Google came forward and announced that YouTube Shorts has surpassed 50 billion views per day, and that number has only been rising since its introduction in 2020. Many channels have taken the popularity of Shorts and used it to their advantage to grow their channels. While there are a ton of sexually related shorts, a majority of them tend to just be indescribable, and that's honestly the best way I can describe it, because they make absolutely no sense. I'm well aware that some of them deal with certain trends and popular characters from games, which in a way somewhat makes sense. Kids are going to be interested in seeing their favorite characters from other games than Minecraft. But the ones I'm about to show you guys are there's something else. Just a warning, you're probably not going to understand what any of these videos mean, and there's literally no context behind them. So just be prepared. So I hope you guys are doing fine after watching those. Now you might be thinking, what is the purpose behind these videos? How did they become so popular? Well, that's gonna be the next topic. The way I see it, kids are just naturally curious. With that being said, I don't believe a majority of them are specifically looking for these types of videos. Since these are animations, they could just search up Minecraft animations onto YouTube. When doing so, respectable and great animation videos will be shown that most likely took a while to create. Not whatever these videos are though. After a while, they may stumble upon animations that aren't kid-friendly, and it will lead them down a rabbit hole of present Monster School videos that all seem like they were created by the same group of people, and this is where it gets interesting. Another YouTuber who goes by the name Mr. Epic briefly mentioned in his video on this topic about the idea of content farms, and that some larger channels will have numerous YouTube accounts that all show similar content. One of the channels mentioned in his video is titled Mind Girls. Looking over at their channel section, 4 of the 7 listed channels had similar names to the original one. Keep in mind, all of them had well over 100,000 subscribers and were heavily successful. But not only that, all 4 accounts had the same business email to the Mind Girls channel. It was pretty suspicious, so I decided to look for other channels, and it didn't take that long to find them. A creator we'll be looking at is CBD Crafts. Now this channel might not be the largest, but as we once again observe the other accounts in the channel section, 2 of them share somewhat similar names, and while the remaining 2 don't, they both feature a well-known characters in CBD Crafts channel known as Zombie Boy, so I believe it's safe to assume that they're being run by the same person or group. I did a little bit more investigating into the channel and they actually had 3 live streams, so I decided to watch them for a bit. So this stream is titled, oh that's a weird name, but Cow, Mammoth, Elephant, Tiger, Buffalo, Guess the Right Escape Room Challenge, Animals Cage Game. That's a great title by the way, and it had a whopping 300 viewers. As you can see, the chat is completely dead, and there's a good chance that the livestream is literally just a rerun of one of the channel's videos. The second stream has 1,000 viewers this time, but the chat is still nowhere to be seen. Well, unless we're counting Chicken Gun who said hello and my message that I never sent. I didn't even bother checking out the third one because I kinda just knew it was going to be the same thing. But with these streams in mind, it brings up the discussion of viewbotting and goes back to what Mr. Epic was saying about content farming. The reason why certain channels are getting massive view counts and a great amount of success on our different channels, because there is the possibility that these channels are botting in order to get their videos recommended. If they get a ton of views in a short time span, chances are they're going to get promoted to an actual audience. In this case, kids are the main audience and they're going to be watching these videos and who knows what's going to happen. As with all videos I make regarding certain communities, I try my best to point out the good and bad aspects of them. Unfortunately, for current Monster School videos, it's difficult to point out the good. Something that was once a cherished genre in the Minecraft animations community has now been taken over by degenerate content creators, and as stated earlier in the video, a ton of indescribable content has been pushed onto the eyes of many. The way I view this community is that the creators are still going to be posting these videos and playing with the boundaries to their liking. It's only going to stop if their videos get striked or if their channels get terminated. If anyone watching has been a fan of the early Monster School videos, or has seen other disturbing content from channels I didn't mention in this video, don't hesitate to let me know in the comments. If you made it to this point of the video, I just want to thank you so much for watching. I usually have a ton to say for outros, but this one's going to be a bit shorter. All I gotta say is I want to thank you guys so much for 60,000 subscribers. That is so surreal to say because I honestly didn't think I'd make it this far. And of course, I can't forget about the ASMR channel. I was scared to make the community post, but surprisingly, you guys actually messed with it. So I thank you guys for that and I just love the response. But yeah, that's the end of today's video. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a great one. And I truly mean that. I truly hope you watching do have a great one.